This is she just gonna. I'm gonna have her go over here because it's gonna creep me out and just randomly in the background. I'm just trying to clean up for the people. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hold on, let's give this camera a second to focus so you can see me. Sorry, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. I was like, I know this camera is not about to play with us. How are you guys? Okay, so I'm trying to bear with me. I have a new setup in here, so I'm trying to get this camera at a place where I can read the comments and look at you at the same time, so it don't feel weird. Okay, so hey, so this is going to be really chill. So right now, I just need you to imagine, and I have my stuff all the way up because y'all know we was moving, but we put it on hold. We'll get to that later. But what we are doing in here, as you come in, say hello. I want to do a really, really real question and answer. Whatever you want to know. Now, obviously, don't be asking me nothing weird like my drawers or nothing about my drawers or, no weird like that. But we are going to get into it. So let me know. What do you guys want to talk about while y'all are getting all questions together? Today, I had a very, very busy day. I had 10 business coaching calls that were all very, very successful around this time of the year. My clients are like, because the sales and stuff. Okay, let's get to these questions. So like I said, bear with me. This is my planner for today. Y'all are in here. Okay, I'm reading these questions. Hold on. What do you think about long-term protective styling? Well, and then real quick, so pause real quick for questions. I promise I'm going to get through everybody's questions quick, but don't be piling them up, girl, because I got 4 eyes, but chill, okay? So, honestly, too much of anything is too much. Most of the time people are like, oh, a protective style is braids and things of that nature, but if braids are done improperly, then they are not even protective styles. So it just depends on what you mean by protective, because too much of anything is too much. Your hair doesn't need to grow like a really, really constant pattern, because when your hair grows patterns, that's when you get calyx. Like sometimes you have them naturally, but that's when bald spots occur in certain places because it's too much of a pattern. Okay, we're moving to the next one. Hey. What has been the biggest issue from you leaving Arizona and looking into Chicago? Well, the biggest issue with that would be that I've never lived in Arizona and ain't nobody moving to no Chicago. So I don't know where you got that from. But I know you meant living in Las Vegas and moving to Michigan. We haven't had any issues. I'm actually really glad you asked that question because a lot of people have been asking me about that. It's not that we're not moving, but not to get like super spiritual, y'all, and stuff, but the way that God works in my life, if things don't line up perfectly, it's not supposed to happen. And it's not that anything bad happened, nothing bad happened, but it was like we had to hurry up and rush to get there. And even though we didn't need to, but we felt like we were in a hurry to get there. And me and my husband literally had 3 days to look for a house. We had 20 houses that I thought we were looking at. We only ended up looking at 5, and I didn't like any of them. So we were going to move to an apartment for 6 months until we could find something after the winter passed. So I was going to take my family from a 3,000 square foot home to a 1,600 square foot apartment. And it was stupid. I'm like, why? Because we were going to be paying rent here and there anyway. So we were not moving because there's something wrong. We were literally moving because we're homesick. So we just had to use more wisdom, and we're just waiting. So you guys will know where I am moving when I get there. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Michigan. We were thinking about Minnesota. I don't know. Our money follows us wherever we go. So we're literally like pulling. Yeah. Y'all know when I know. Hold on. And remember, as you guys come in, we're asking questions. What do you think about making and using neem oil for growing and retaining hair length? Well, neem oil it's good, but it smells like booty sickles. Oh, it smells like booty sickles. Like real organic neem oil smells like booty meat sickles. Okay, so I don't really like it that much, but because of the scent. But it really depends on your hair, and I'm really glad you brought that up, because a lot of people are really into essential oils right now. But the thing about essential oils is you have to be very careful using them. Very careful. I have a video coming really soon, because people think that like, oh, I'm gonna put a whole bunch of essential oils, but one drop of tea tree oil is like the equivalent to like 50-60 tea bags. So it's too much. It's a such thing as using too much oil, and neem oil is one of those oils that you can use too much of. Hold on, get to the next question. But for retaining length though, check out my video on shea butter. Shea butter is excellent. There is a tribe of women in Chad, Africa, and they use shea, and I show you, like, I talk about it in that video. So look through my channel, just type in the search bar on YouTube like shea send out, and it'll pop up. And that is an excellent way to retain length, because there are people that are from that tribe that didn't use the shea and their hair isn't long, but the ones who did use it have hair like past their butts. That goes to show you it's not hereditary. It's about the way you retain length. So try that. What is some advice for beginners regarding getting into cosmetology school? I am so glad you asked that question. Oh my God, what is your name? Is Dedrika? I hope I said your name right. I'm so glad you asked that question. I don't think it's for everybody. And a lot of people, especially people in the industry, I've gotten special stuff back from, I don't need these, from saying that. But I don't think that the hair industry is for everybody, because here on YouTube, on Instagram, and on social media, it makes it look like being in the hair industry is something that is very easy, and it is not. It is not. You have to have you have to be able to develop very tough skin. You have to understand that you never stop educating yourself. Understand that going to cosmetology school is only step one of like 100. Going to cosmetology school, all they're going to teach you is what you need to know to do hair legally for the state that you plan on doing hair in. That is it. So if you do not have talent, like a natural born talent to do hair, don't do it, because you're not going to learn that talent in cosmetology school. A lot of people don't like to hear this, but in my opinion, doing hair is one of those talents, like being an artist or like being a singer. You can like sing to Beyonce or whoever till you blue in the face, but you're not, if you don't have like a beautiful angelic voice, you just, girl, sing with the music loud. And it's the same thing for the hair industry. So I don't think it's for everybody. I feel like if you want to get into the hair industry, you need to ask yourself why. Oh, excuse me. You need to ask yourself why. Figure out if whether or not you're getting into into the hair industry because you have a passion for hair, you love it, so you want to make sure you get them L's so you can turn it into a real legit business? Or are you doing it because it looks like the it thing to do on social media? Because if that's what you're doing it for, you are going to fail, because what you see on social media, baby girl, is not the reality of how the hair industry really is. And if anybody tells you any different, they're lying. Period. Hold on. I know you started doing hair young. What made you say this is my career path? Because I'm older than you and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I have actually your question lets me, I need my glasses now. Your question lets me piggyback off of the answer that I just gave the beauty before you. I have always wanted to do hair. Always. And I've always been a hustler. Like always. Me and my husband were talking about it earlier. For one, while other little girls were playing with Barbies, I was cutting off their hair, crying that it didn't grow back because I didn't get that part. I thought it was going to grow back after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that way. So my parents stopped buying me Barbies and they started buying me mannequins when I was a little girl, like before double digits. I have always wanted to do hair, but then everybody was like, oh, hairstylists don't make that much money, blah, 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 blah. And that's, I have a video about that. But I ended up talking to my parents about it or whatever, because I had went away to college and everything. I was going to major in psychology. I had a 3.5 my freshman year. Hello. So I was doing really good, but it wasn't my passion. So I came back to Vegas or whatever, and I got everything situated and I've never looked back. So yeah, I've always wanted to do hair, always. So I just encourage people to pinpoint that thing. Like, what is that one thing that you could talk somebody to death about for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours? What is that one thing? This is what I do. One of the first things I do with my clients with when we're doing coaching. So I ain't gonna go too deep into it because they're gonna get mad at me if I'm giving it to y'all for free. But that's one of the first things I have them do, because with coaching, I am not like, do this, do that, do this, do that. That's what consulting is. Consulting, I kind of hold your hand and do everything for you in a way. But with coaching, I ask you questions and I say things to you to make you pull things out of yourself. So what I'm going to ask you before you make a decision on what you should do, what is that one thing that you can talk about for hours? Is it food? Is it clothes? Whatever that thing is that you're passionate about, there is a market for that. You can only get into things that you're passionate about, because the passion is what's going to get you through the hard times. Like, I'm so passionate about teaching people that I don't give a shit about people saying negative things to me here on YouTube, because my passion overshadows what other people say. So that is what I mean. I'm not trying to discourage you and say, oh, don't get into the hair industry if you're not good enough. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying you should not get into an industry unless it is something that you're passionate about, because understand that everything you see online is the finished product. It's the finished product. Is what's already done. It's not like, oh, all I got to do is post on YouTube for a minute and I'll be good. No, that's not true. So passion, you need to figure out what you're passionate about. I hope that answered your question. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Anetta Williams, we know you are when it comes to growing natural hair, but what do you honestly prefer for your hair, relaxed or natural? Thank you for asking me that question. And I'm gonna drink tea because I feel like in the replay, grandkids are gonna if I had a choice on how to wear my hair, and as you can see, my hair grows very fast, which is why I don't mind cutting it. I prefer having my hair in a very short, relaxed pixie haircut. That is how I prefer to wear my hair. That is what I prefer. But to position myself in a way where you guys can trust me and you are able to listen to the things that I say as it pertains to hair growth. And so I'm able to complete the mission and the purpose that I feel like is on my life. I have to grow my hair back to show y'all like I can grow inches really quick. And when I get my hair to a length that I feel like is long and extreme enough to prove it to you guys, but not to prove it to you guys, but to show you that you can do it, then I'll cut it again. But I prefer my hair in a very short, relaxed pixie haircut. It's just how I prefer it. I don't know why, but I don't want to say I prefer it relaxed, but I prefer it in a pixie haircut, and my hair can only be in a pixie if it's relaxed. So it's not that I prefer my hair relaxed. I hope that makes sense. But I don't know. I prefer my hair short because I feel like the way society is like for you to be beautiful, you gotta have this perfect body, even though I've been getting cute lately. But like for you to be beautiful, you have to have this perfect body and this perfect skin and this long ass hair. So for me to be able to have a really, really short haircut and to still be beautiful and bomb and like cute, it just makes me feel some type of way. So I prefer my hair short in the relaxed pixie. I do. Just being honest. Thank you for asking me that. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I have split ends and I don't want to cut my hair. What do I do? You cut your split ends. You know why? This is what's happening with your split ends. And I don't know why you guys want to remember, y'all signed up for this. So I'm your home girl. Like if you got a friend that be sugarcoating stuff and don't tell you how she really feel when you ask her a question, then she not really your friend. So if you really want us to be friends, then so this the friend face. Friend, you are going to be a bald head skittle diddle if you do not cut your split ends. Period. This is what is happening. Imagine your split ends are like a stocking. Okay, so imagine I really wish I felt like taking this wig off because I would straight show you this stocking cap. But it's like having a rip in your stocking, a hole in your stocking. If you have a hole in your stocking at the bottom, by the end of the day, even if it's a small little hole, by the end of the day, it's going to rip all the way up your leg. That is the same exact thing that is happening with your ends. Once your ends are split, they cannot be put back together. That is it. There's no magic fix-it tape. The only thing that is going to happen when you don't cut your ends is they're going to continue to split because right now your ends are like this. Okay? Right now your ends are like this. But the longer you hold on to that hair, your ends are going to go like this. And it's going to keep splitting all the way up the shaft until it gets to the root and splits completely. And then you're going to have a head full of split ends. That is the only thing that is going to happen if you don't cut your hair. There is no ulterior motive. There is no outside influence. There's no plan A, B, C, D, nothing. That is your only fate. You either cut your ends or they split all the way up to your root and then you will have to shave your head. It's the only thing. I promise you, hairstylists are not trying to cut your hair because it's fun. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep pressing the wrong button. Does it have to be a hair-related question? No, it doesn't. I don't mean no disrespect, but I don't have any questions, so I'm leaving out. Have a great night. You could have just left. Like, why? Who raised y'all in the wintertime? Like, just get out. Bye, sugar. I just don't understand why. Lord, you wasted so much energy and electrical equipment in this. Nah, Lord. How do you care for a silk press to make it last? To make a silk press last, honestly, you just want to have a silk or satin scarf, no cotton. If you have cotton, think of cotton just like you use a cotton ball to absorb something to put on your face, all cotton's going to do is absorb all of the moisture out of your hair. So no cotton scarves, cotton wool, stuff like that. No. And you wrap it in a circle. And yeah, that's it. Remember, I told you guys, your hair is only going to stay in beta keratin, which is the state that it's in once it is straightened completely when the silk wrap is finished. It is only going to stay in that state until the hydrogen bond is introduced. If the hydrogen bond is reintroduced in any way, shape, or form, your hair is going to revert back. It's just how it works. There's no way around it. So I tell people all the time, like, people would think that I was being extra when I'm standing behind the chair because I would do consultations for everything. But I do consultations for everything because everybody is not a candidate for a silk press. I would have people come in for a consultation for a silk press and they would tell me that they're going through menopause, and I would tell them that that they should not get a silk press, and I wouldn't do it. Why? Because if somebody is going through menopause, they're having hot flashes, and their hot flashes come all of a sudden. So I've had multiple times before I stopped doing silk presses on clients that were going through menopause. I would be doing their hair. We would wash it, blow dry it. It would dry under the dryer. I would take it out, get it bone straight. And as I'm beginning to wrap their hair in a circle, they're pouring sweat from the scalp. And it's bleeding down on the hair, forehead, dripping sweat. Yeah. Everyone is not a candidate for a silk press. And I remember that happened to me before. Just exactly what I just said. And she's dripping sweat, pouring sweat, and her hair is curling back up. And she's like mad at me. I'm not paying you for this. I'm like, girl, first of all, I know I look short, but girl, it's the right to carry state, girl. And I service my rights. You better pay me no attention. Come up off my apron, feel me? You know, understand what I'm talking about, okay? Hold on. Oh, what is my favorite dish to cook? I'm so fat. Like everything. I think the easier question would be like what I don't like to cook. Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Oh, I don't like olives. Girl, everything else. Oh, and I don't eat like pig feet and stuff. Well, you didn't ask me what my favorite food is. What's my favorite thing to cook? My favorite thing to cook right now, I don't have a favorite thing simply because my diet is changing so much to a vegetable-based diet, almost vegan, to the point where I'm like recreating things all the time, and everything I make be like magical and stuff. So I don't have a favorite right now. I could probably say that my favorite section of food is like Mexican food, even though it don't be sitting right with my little stomach, but hold on. Is the stuff they sell in Sally's any different from what they sell in Cosmoprof? Absolutely, honey. Yes. Oh, yes. Hold on. Y'all, wait a minute. I promise I'm getting to everybody. I just slid all the way up past. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yes, they're very different. All of the products that you see, about 75% of the products that are in Cosmoprof, you will never see in a regular cosmetology store. That's why when everybody's like, where can you buy Olaplex? Like, I know you guys don't respect, not y'all, but I know most people don't respect like doing hair, or the cosmetology field is like a real life profession, but it is a real life profession. There are real life chemicals that is literally against the law for us to sell to you if you don't have a license. So yes, the products and the tools that are in Cosmoprof are extremely different. Extremely different. There are products that we use that if you were to use them, you would give yourself burns that would take you to the hospital and you wouldn't be out for months. Like, yes, yeah, extremely different. Like if you walk up to Cosmoprof and you walk to the register and you don't have a Cosmoprof card, they will not sell you anything. They won't sell you a cup of water. What's a good website you can order Shea Bay from? Check when you go to my website, look in, it's gonna say my suggested products or whatever, like look at my blog, and in my blog, I give you the links to my Amazon store. What are some books that you recommend on being mindful and spirituality? Honestly, I don't read too many books from other people. I am only focused in finding the God that lives within me. Every book that is written is someone else's perception of who God is and what they've collected about spirituality or about the earth and everything like that. I'm figuring out who God is for me. So I don't read a whole lot of books because I don't want other people's perception clouding my mind as I get myself out of other paradigms of control. So hope that wasn't too deep, but I don't really read books like that. Used to, but did you do anything for the last full moon of the decade? Yes, I did. Well, I mean, nothing outside of like what I normally do, but I was outside in my backyard, and oh my God, y'all, like I wish I could show y'all, but like in the morning, when the moon first comes up, it's like at this window over here, like right, I'm talking like right here, like the moon like set, or I mean like it came out to say hello to me, okay? And it's so crazy. Like I've been super, I don't want to say I've been irritated, Lord. But like today, for an example, I went to bed around like 8 o'clock because what I'm about to tell you happened today, happened yesterday. And I went to sleep a little too early, so I didn't really see the moon like at all. And I'm like outside nature, like, oh. So anyway, I woke up at like 1:20 something, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, why am I up? So I tried to go to sleep for a minute and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in the backyard for a minute. Don't worry about why I was in the backyard. If you grown enough and you use your imagination, you can figure out why I was in the backyard, but I was back there so I could go back to sleep. Okay. Anyway, so when I got outside, I literally sit down and I look up because I'm like, who's shining their flashlight on me? And the moon was literally like right in front, like, hello, daughter. I was like, oh. So I just meditated outside, and while I was out there, I just started writing down like all of the different things that I feel like are holding me back, or just different things that I feel like limit me. I don't know, like just any negative thought that was in my mind, like any negative thought anything that popped up, anything, I would nurture myself for it. Because most people, like when they think of negative thought, they be like, that's the devil, I rebuke you. But I don't do that because I know that most negative thoughts that I have are my fault. And by that, I mean, like if I have a thought of like fear, like, oh, it's too dark to be out here, or I'll just be like, it's okay. Like, stop, don't live in fear. And I'm sorry that I put you in a position to be collecting the type of things that will put you in that mind frame. But we good. Let's release this. And then I would like write it down. So just different stuff like that. I know this sounds super extra, but that was my full moon stuff. And yeah, so, and this was literally like probably about 2 o'clock this morning. So I was out there, and like the moon's like directly shining on my face, and I'm like just writing everything down. And I have like like it relaxes me. You can look it up for yourself. But like I had this little thing with like myrrh resin and bay leaves in it, bay leaves in it. Look that up yourself. And so after I got done writing it, like I just I folded the paper up and I folded like going away from me, just so I'm not folding it towards me. Like I folded it away from me because I'm very intentional with everything that I do. So I folded the paper away from me to symbolize like it going away, like me releasing it out, you know, and like either every time I folded the paper, I folded it away from me. And then I tore it up, put it in the bowl, and then like burned it. And, you know, then I just meditated a little bit and prayed. And then by that time, I thought I was sleepy, but I wasn't. And I just came in the house. And my husband was like, oh, why are you up? And I'm like, I told him. And then he was like, oh, you want to cuddle? So we started cuddling, and that made me relax a little bit, but I still couldn't go to sleep. And I've been up ever since then. Yeah. But I couldn't go to sleep because I had to be a mother, and I had a lot of work to do today. And I had too many clients to reschedule, so I'm sorry. I know that was long. Hi, Stan. I love your channel. My sister has kinky white girl hair, and it's very dry. She likes to straighten it all the time. Can she use the products that you promote? I mean, yeah, she can use it because I love Kimber, and most people think that Kimber isn't made for African American hair. So, I mean, yeah, but she should probably stop straightening her hair so often, because if her hair is already stripped and she's already deconstructed the disulfide bond, then it don't really matter what she used. It's gone, girl. Message Hill for review. Okay, so I don't know why they healed Joe. So I have a friend with damaged hair that's like bad to the point where it hasn't grown in a minute. What advice should you give her to cut that shit? Yeah, I'll give her to cut that. Yes, cut it. Yes, y'all. Look, remember, if you just not coming in here, this is not a regular, like, we all, like, you're a local hairstylist. No, I am your friend that do hair, okay? If you ask your friend a question, she not going to be fake. Y'all stop holding on to your hair when it is damaged. If your hair is broke off, if it's over processed, it is not coming back, okay? It is not. No, it is gone. You cut it off, okay? These hairstylists do not want to deal with that shit. And you go into the hair salon and you say, oh, I burned on my hair, fixed. No, it is gone. Listen, once the hair detaches itself from the follicle, it is dead. It is already dead. So you're going to double kill it? You double kill your hair and then you think the hairstylist is going to save. No. You tell her, I said cut it off. That's what you tell her. You tell her I went to Africa and taught her. You cut it off. Oh, it gives me stress. Oh, it just gives me stress. Wow, your hair have grown. Well, no, this not me. This not me. This a Brazilian girls. This not my stuff look like Africa. It look like mother, honey. Just want to say hi and I love you, Candy girl. I love you too. So split ends, damaged hair growth. Huh? I don't get it. What is? Thank you for the tip. No problem. Opinion on Oprah's documentary or situation. Now that I cannot comment on. I do not absorb other people's negative energy. I don't watch negative stuff on TV. If they're not talking about sunshine sprinkles or how to get money, I don't watch it. So I don't have an opinion. I do not know. Oprah is already worth millions upon billions of dollars, so she can absorb as much stuff as she wants to, but I've got places to be and people to see. I got a lot of living to do before I see it, and I ain't got time to waste watch people's stuff, girl. I don't know. She ain't lying about taking off those ends. I tried to hold on to false length and ended up having to take off 5 inches. Yes, sis, just cut it off, girl. You better tell them, lady. You better tell them. Do you believe in diet and exercise affects hair growth? Absolutely. Yes. Yes, I'm so glad you asked that question. Oh my God. You guys understand, your hair is not separate from your body. It's not. Just like your nails are not separate from your body. Your hair is attached to your body. Everything with your hair growth starts from the inside out. So that used to drive me crazy to see people be like, oh, I've been going to this one hairstylist for all of these years and my hair is not growing. But then she has other clients whose hair is growing. I would ask them, okay, and this is at our consultation, because anytime somebody sits down talking about their previous stylist, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be your new one. So I would ask, what is your diet like? And people would get offended. Your diet directly affects your hair growth. If the insides of your body is nasty, your hair growth is triggered on the inside. Sugarfoot, sugar lumpkins. Yes, it has a lot to do with it. I am a licensed cosmetologist and had a baby this year. This time of me being a stay-at-home mom, I have no clientele, but wanting to get back out there and gain clientele. Do you have any tips? Before I answer that, I need you and everybody else in here to give me a 2 if you are okay with me being very transparent and very real, because I cannot sleep at night if I give you a fake ass answer, because you have a baby and a man and a life. So give me a 2 if y'all okay with me being real, and then yeah. How long does it typically take for a wash or silk press cut correction? It depends on the person. There's no, I mean, because of the way that I ran, because of the way that I ran my business, nothing would take me over 2 hours. And that has to be somebody with really, really long or extremely damaged hair. But why? What? Okay, so everybody said 2. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. Can you tell me aggressive silk press from begin? Okay, I'm gonna go back up to that for a minute. I'm gonna answer her question because all y'all said 2. So hold on the questions real quick, because after I answer this, I'm gonna go back up and answer the rest. Okay, so the question was, hold on, I gotta go because I'm okay. So the question was, you basically said you just had a baby and you stepped away from the hair industry because you had a baby, and what would be the best suggestion for you to get back out there? You have to start over. You have to start from the very beginning. The thing is, and that's why in the beginning, when somebody asked me what would be my advice on a hairstylist getting into the hair industry, or somebody wanting to get into the hair industry, that is why I said it needs to be something that you're passionate about, and your passion needs to get you through the hard times. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So when I got my license, when I was in cosmetology school, I met my husband and we were long distance. And after I graduated, I'm gonna say maybe like 2 years after I graduated from cosmetology school, I was married. I got married pretty young when I was 19, 20. I was 20 when I got married. And right after I jumped the broom, I had a baby. It was like, dun, 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 dun. Okay. But mind you, that was the beginning of my career. So I had a choice. Me and my husband had to sit down and figure out what we were going to do, because I could not stop doing hair. That's why here on my channel, when people are like, oh, she's so intense, you have no idea what I've been through, baby girl, like in this hair industry. You have no idea. So I got married when I was 20. I had my first baby when I was 21. I had my second baby when I was 22. I opened up my first shop when I was 22, going on 23. My father died when I was 23. And then, yeah, y'all, I didn't blow up. I didn't even switch my name to Sendal. I mean, my name is Cynthia, but I didn't even switch my name to Sendal until about 2 years after my father passed away. So if you just had a baby, there's no one way I can tell you like, oh, just do this and it'll be like it was before, because it's not. In this hair industry, if your hands are not moving, you're not making money. And I think that's why my business coaching business has taken off so much, because my clients, the majority of my clients are hairstylists that want to know how to make their skill into something that they can make a real reliable business. Because in cosmetology school, like I said, the only thing you will learn is how to do hair legally for the state. That is it. They are not going to teach you how to build your own 401k. They're not going to teach you how to have your own retirement plan. You are responsible for your own medical, dental, vision, everything. Everything. So what I tell people all the time, and I can't get too far ahead of myself because I have, some of you know that I have a podcast, and we've been taking a break because of the move that we were going to do. But now that, we're getting everything back on EVE, then I have two new episodes coming from two really well-known YouTubers, and one of those YouTubers is a up-and-coming YouTuber, but she's killing it. Her views be better than mine, and she doesn't even have half of the amount of subscribers that I have, and she's still in cosmetology school. So what I would tell you to do is begin to create a personal brand, because every year, and I said this in one of my videos before, every year there are over 30,000 new cosmetologists. Every year. 300,000. Why do I say 30? 300,000 every year. 300,000 new cosmetologists every year in the United States. So you're just one of those. One. But every year there are new 300,000, and there are over a couple of million already just in the US, and you're only one of those. So, and that's why I tell everybody, most people think that I'm like, oh, six-figure funnel, because I'm trying to tell people stuff. No, it's because I want y'all to understand that your body, you can only do hair for so long. I'm trying to do a silk wrap at home, and I need a good clarifying shampoo, conditioner, and heat protectant. Check my Amazon store and check my website. It's always a list of my favorite products there, because we'll be here until the church people come home if I list everything. You said today we get a story. I'm going to answer everybody's questions first, and then I'll get to that if we have time, because people's concerns are a little bit more than my negative clients. What type of color do you recommend to conceal and cover gray? I'm 35 and over these grays. It just depends on your hair. Honestly, I don't want to give you a set product line to use, because I don't know your hair, and I could possibly tell you something that'll mess you up. Has living in Las Vegas helped you with your spiritual journey? If so, why? If not, what did you believe was the blockage? No, I don't believe being in Las Vegas helped me with my spiritual journey. Hold on. No, I don't believe being in Las Vegas helped me with my spiritual journey at all. Like, most people think that all of Vegas is a strip, and it's not. Like, I haven't been on the strip in years. Like, I could not tell you what the strip looks like. Like, Vegas is a regular, like, place. So, no. I don't know. Well, actually, that's not true. I remember I was reading something, and as I was reading it, I was like, no way. Like, the stuff I was discovering, no way. And I don't want to go into a spiritual debate at all, please, because I just, look, I'm not about to argue with you about your soul, okay? And don't argue with me about mine. But somebody asked, so I'm answering. I read Galatians 4, verses 24 through 27. And when I read that, it blew my fucking mind. Like, Galatians says, when you read Galatians, it literally says that the Bible is an allegory. I was like, wait, what the hell? No, it's not. No, it's not. Wait. I'm like, wait, mind you, the Bible has the word allegory in it. And I'm like, what does the word allegory mean? And then when I went to the word allegory, it said metaphor. And I was like, no. Mind you, the word allegory is in the, like, you can look it up right now, like right now. And I was like, no, there's no way. And then when you go into the whole thing that it was saying that like Abraham and his marriage to his two wives, whose children are all of the stories in the Bible. Galatians said that their relationship itself was a metaphor. And then it explains what it was a metaphor for. And then it proceeded to say that it's all a metaphor and that it's not real. The Bible says that the Bible's not real, and it just blew my mind. And after that, I fell into this rabbit hole where I just couldn't stop digging until I found answers, because of course no pastor wanted to answer that, because a lot of the ones that I approached with it had never read that part before ever. And so, I began to dig, and a couple years later I have my answers and I'm good. But that's how it started. But Vegas ain't had nothing to do with it. Okay. I have a twist on my hair for a month, and I think my hair locked up. I use oil and conditioner to get it out and wash it, use it. Is there anything else I should do? There is nothing you can do now because you've already broken the hydrogen bond. You guys, I know you think that conditioner is what you should use to get your tangles out, but remember, I told you water breaks the hydrogen bond. When I had my own product line, I did not get my products from somewhere else. I made them all by hand myself. Conditioner is over 50% water. It's water, a certain type of conditioning wax, oils, and that's it. And butters. That's all that's in conditioner. So conditioner, like getting mats out with water and getting mats out with conditioner is the same thing. So I don't. It's matte. Once it's matted, is honestly, I think you should start over, because even once you get the mats out, your hair is still damaged. Is it safe to silk press once a month? Yes, it is. Would you ever think that your father passed away? What? Would you ever think that your father passed away because you became a... First of all, I'm not addressing you. You are so nasty. That was really nasty. Actually, I'll answer. Well, no, I'll answer that no, because I didn't discover that until my father passed away. And my father died because he believed that narrative. My father believed that his mission in life was to suffer and to carry baggage and burdens for other people. He believed by some senses that he had to die. That was the only way that he would be okay. My father used to say things like, I think I'm dying, because his body was in so much pain. And he used to say, like, I don't think God's going to heal me. This is pain that I have to bear. This is a cross that I have to bear. So my father spoke out death on himself. So no, that didn't have anything to do with it. But you should really be careful of the type of energy that you let out, because I'm not receiving any of that. But you will pay for that comment that you just made, because not only do I not receive it and send it back to you, but you're going to pay for it. So whatever the intention that you had in your heart set out for me is going to double up, and you'll pay for it later on. So when something gut punches you in the face, remember this moment, because that was really nasty. But thank you for the engagement. I appreciate you. Because I became a merchant. What does that even mean? Favorite dream or travel destination? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. So I have to go to Egypt. Luxor, Egypt. I have to. I just have to. It's like my dream. Like I have to. Like I have to. I just do. So my 31st birthday, that is my goal. Luxor, Egypt. Yes. Oh. Okay, hold on, cause you're just a nut job. Who are these people? You still on keto? I've never done keto before, and I have not exercised in like 3 years. I think the most exercising I do is running up the stairs. Oh my God, just vlogging. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the donation. I need to. Ooh, girl, I'm about to wait. I don't think I can play no music on here because they be hating. We just do something real quick. Like just something real quick. Just something real quick. Just something real quick. Dang, I don't got nothing that's gonna play quick enough. I don't got nothing that's gonna play quick enough. They're gonna cut us off. But thank you so much. Next time we go live, I'm gonna have some type of like little sound effect that I can make like boom every time. Man, I'm about to play it. But I'm way to it. I'm gonna wait till it get to a good part, and then I'm gonna play a song for you, girl. Cause hello, thank you, girl. You was like Tadale, okay? Tadale with the donation, okay? So that's the name of this song. It's called Tadale, but I'm gonna just wait till it hit that part so I don't get flagged. Just missed something. I can apologize. Wait. Yes, that's why I have decoded and locked up emotionally meaning of things. Absolutely. Absolutely. Running up the stairs. That's all I girl, look. Hey. Running up the stairs is all I do. That is the most exercise. And then I'll be like, dang. Then even for that, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to even go upstairs. Like that's too much. And then I think about it, I'm like, it's not even worth it. That's my thank you for the donation dance. Here. Look, I'm going to try to get it to the point. Actually, I swear I am not playing. Like the next time we come on live, I'm gonna edit just that one little part because he be like, Teddy. Like I'm gonna edit that one little part, and then anytime somebody makes a donation on here, I'm gonna just play that part like Teddy. It's gonna be fun. I'm sorry. You love that song, dude? Okay, wait. Y'all know how on Apple Music, how you can like make a create a station. So I think it was like Miguel. I think I created a station for Miguel, and that came on. But I was like cleaning up, and I was like, y'all have to look. Hold on. Y'all have to listen to this song. Too bad it's not gonna get bigger. Maybe y'all can see it at the top. The one at the top. That one right at the top. Yes. Like I'm telling you, you have to listen to the whole song. I listen to that song like every morning as I am getting like dressed and stuff. It just does so much for my confidence. Because basically he's just basically singing the praises of this woman. He like, she's so fine. Like she came up in that mother like Tadale. Tadale. Y'all gotta listen to it. Yes, I love that song. God's food. What's God's food? Okay, so do you guys have any more questions for me? Because if you don't have any more questions, I am going to tell you a crazy client story and then we are going to sign off. How many client stories do y'all want? Don't say no crazy number. Like, pick a number between 1 and 4. Please don't say 4. Don't say 4. 1 and 3. Don't say 4. Because I don't want to think of 4 stories. 2. Okay. So do y'all want like funny crazy client or like drama crazy client? Funny or drama? Somebody said, "Fo, you just want to be out here all night." I gotta put my glasses on. My bad, Sam, but I love your stories. It's okay, baby. So I just leave early. Wait, hold on. What you said? So I just leave early. Wait, just not leave it out. You didn't blow me. It was just special. I just don't understand why you say that. If I'm about to leave out of somewhere, I just say bye. But it didn't blow me. No, I don't. One dramatic, one funny. Both. Okay, let's do 2. Okay, let's do 2. I'll do one drama and then one funny. Okay? And I will do the funny one to end it. Okay, so some of y'all may have heard this one. I just don't even know where to start. I have so many. 12 years is a long time. Got one. Okay, I got. So this one in particular, this one, technically you're going to get 3. Okay, so they're a mother and daughter, but like older mother and daughter. Like the mother is my mother's age and the daughter is like my grandma's age. Okay, so I was doing the daughter's. I need some tea for this. So the mother was, like I said, the mother was like my grandmother's age and the daughter was my mom's age. So anyway, I started doing the daughter's hair and the daughter, she would come in there and she would always tell me like, yeah, cause I work for Genuine, like I his lead person or whatever, like I be booking his rooms. Yes, I be working for Elton. Elton, that's what she called him, Elton. I work for Elton. And I'm just like, and by this time, TGT was on the verge of breaking up. I'm like, girl, nobody care nothing about no G1, nobody care nothing about no NOGs, but you know, whatever. So, anywho, Lord, she was cool for the most part, but this one day, she sends me a text message randomly. Mind you, I hadn't did her hair in like a year. And she sends me a text message randomly, no hello, no nothing, just I need a weave. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, and at this point, I wasn't doing closures on everyone. I was only doing them based on consultations, and that's another story. So I told her to book a consultation, and after we booked the consultation, then we would go from there. And so she's like, okay, cool. Mind you, I don't know who she is because it's been a year. I remember you. So I remember I get there, she gets there, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? So once she gets done with her consult, because I was like this with Tom, she's leaving out, and then my next client is coming in. My next client sits in the chair, and I was getting ready to take my next client to the shampoo bowl, and she like, oh, you gonna get started on my hair? And I'm like, you only booked the consultation. She like, I told you on the phone. I told you on the phone. Mind you, she's from California. I'm not trying to say nothing bad about nobody from California. I love y'all. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute, I promise. Like, I'm not trying to say nothing bad about nobody from California. I love y'all, but y'all just be pop. Some of y'all will bust a grape in the fruit fight, but y'all just be all loud and stuff because Straight Outta Compton came out, so y'all think the whole world's scared, but we only scared of Easy E and them, not y'all. So anyway, she's like, I told you on the phone that I needed a weave. I said, first of all, I need you to stop clapping. That's for one. And that's like number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And she's like, oh. And they will always be taken back because I'm short. I'm like 5 feet even. And like they'll be like, oh, because they thought they could like punk me and stuff. And she was like, oh, well, I just so you can't do my hair at all. And I said, not today. You booked a 15-minute consultation. Like I have other clients today. Okay. So she goes to sit down and then she gets on the phone. She's like, no, because she's sitting up here talking about she can't even do my shit. That's what she's saying. Mind you, like, if I'm my client, I'm standing right behind my client. Obviously, you're the lady right there. Yes, baby. Love you. I love you more. And so she's like, oh, wait. What you say? What you say? But she's still on the phone. What you say? Forget it, y'all. I'm just about to go. So she gets her stuff, walks out of the door. I was like, okay, bye. She's like, walks out the door. I'm like, oh, okay. Mind you, her mother had an appointment booked. No. I'm lying. So some months go by, and then her mother books an appointment. So I'm like, okay, I guess she's not mad anymore because people do that. Like, they get mad and then they go shop around for a whole bunch of other hairstylists in Vegas and find out that, you know, whatever, and then they come back. That's how stuff will go. So I'm like, whatever. So the mom comes in. The mom comes and she sits down and she's like, okay, so little girl, I have this bag, and here are my hair extensions. Now, honey, I don't know if you're familiar with braiding hair, but I have my own braiding hair because I don't play around, okay? I said, well, I have braiding hair here, and then I pulled a drawer out with like 6 bags of braiding hair in it. And she was like, oh. I said, okay, you can sit right here. So she sits down in a chair, blah, blah, blah. So what she booked was a full sew-in with a natural part, but their pattern was like to book something and then get something else. So I knew she wasn't gonna get what she booked, and I assumed she would get a full sew-in with a natural part. I mean, with a closure, but she booked it with a natural part. So she gets to my chair, and I'm like, okay, what side do you want your part on? She like, that's all. I'm like, okay, so it's one of these. All right, grandma. So I'm like, okay, so I put the part over there, and I'm like, okay, so you want your hair out, right? Because she booked the full sew-in with her hair left out. So really, all I should have done was put it, like, just start braiding for what she booked, but I didn't. I said, you want a closure? She was like, oh, well, I didn't bring a closure, but yeah, I need a closure. You're not leaving my hair out. And I don't do handmade closures with the glue and thing. Not no more. I did when I was little, but not no more. So I told her, I said, well, the only type of closures I do are lace or silk based closures or frontals. Do you have one of those? No, little girl, I don't. I said, I'm not really going to be too many more little girls, but let's go ahead. I said, let's go ahead and see what we have. So she's like, I think I got the closure that from last time. Mind you, I did her hair like almost a year previous to that. So she pulls out this closure, and it was like curly hair, but her hair was bone straight. But I'm talking like Afro kinky curly closure and bone straight hair. Okay, so mind you, the closure was from her imports, and her imports closures are about this big. So I ended up telling her, like, okay, this is not gonna work. Let's just go ahead and do something else. She's like, little girl, all you have to do, and then she started explaining to me how to, wrap it around in a circle and do like how I already know. That's all you have to do, little girl. It's not a big deal. Just put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Just put it in. I said, okay, lady. I said, I know that I look like a little girl, but I'm a grown-ass woman, and you're not going to keep disrespecting me. I said, so you can get your stuff, and you can leave. I'm not going nowhere. I said, you're going to leave. Like, I know you probably have, like, intimidated other stylists before, but I'm not that girl. I'm from the D where when stylists or when clients get loud like that, the other stylists lock the door so they can bang. Like, I don't do that. And she was like, you are so unprofessional. You're so unprofessional, little girl. I don't gotta be up in this motherfucker FUB. And then she gets up and she leaves out. wrote me a couple of nasty Yelp reviews. Her and her daughter wrote me Yelp reviews saying like I was like the worst hairstylist and that I suck so bad and they hated their hair even though I didn't do it that day for either one of them. But yeah, that's a crazy one, guys. So I'm gonna read some of y'all comments, then we're gonna move on to the next story and then we'll be done. Yeah, that's hair life sometimes, y'all. Girl, she said, little girl. She said, sit down, little girl. Go and put the shit in, little girl. Saying this getting old, no calling her little girl. She needs to be popped. That little girl crap is there. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care nothing about no old lady. Listen, I got my uterus cut open twice. If the po-po come, they're going to take us to the same jail. It's only two types of jails. You got adolescent jail and you got grown people jail. Okay? Once you 18, you going to the regular jail. So, grandma, you going to the same jail as me. You can get snatched up out of them flexi grip dentures just like everybody else at full end. Okay? Because Ethel and them be thinking they can be talking stuff. Girl, I'll pop you too, Ethel. Okay. Now, funny. Oh, I just don't even know which one to choose from. Okay, so we got two types of funny. Do you want like Lady at a Night Streetwalker or one of my super funny transgender clients? So like a prostitution story or like a transgender story? Which one? I love them both so much. Let me just say that. Both. Yes, Ethel Lee. Ethel Lee can get these hands, Grandma. You can get popped too. We go to the same jail, Grandma. The same jail, Grandma. Tell him to fuck off. Okay. Okay, so out of this one, I don't know if I should tell this one. This one vulgar. If y'all got y'all kids in the room, then put this because I don't know how to say this one without. This isn't funny, actually. This is gross. But as I don't know if I'm okay. Okay. So this was a client that I had for a while. This is the same one that I told y'all before. That my mom was in there and he was the one. I'm sorry. She was in there, like, you know, saying how she was transgender and stuff like that. And so my mom asked, not that she was being overexerted, but they was telling each other a lot of it. She was telling all her business anyway. And so she's talking about her boyfriend and stuff. And so my mom asked, like, because she already had breast implants. And so she was like, oh, well, are you gonna you know, get sexual reassignment? And she was like, baby, they love the lady stick. That's the one. This is what I'm talking about, lady stick. Then she called the stuff that the hardware that's still attached the lady stick. So this lady stick we're talking about. Okay. So lady stick comes in, and lady stick was regular kind of mine, and lady stick was a prostitute. I mean, an escort. Okay. So lady stick comes in, and lady stick is walking like this. At where is I gotta have some. Hold on. Oh yeah, this will do. Okay, wait. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, so lady stick was like this, like dragging his chair in the room. So I'm like, I'm over the corner, like, what is you doing? And she like, Stick, what are you doing? And I didn't call her Lady Stick, but I'm not saying her name. And she like, can you just do my hair right here? I said, why? No, why? What's wrong? Well, no, it wasn't, can you do my hair right here? It was, can you just do my hair right here? I can sit up like this. Is that good? And I was like, Lady Stick, no, what is wrong with you? It's like, well, and I said, what's in your pants? Did you do your reassignment? No, this is a colostomy bag. I said, it's a what? It's a shit bag, baby, shit. I said, wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean? So to make a very, very long story short, he said, so to make a very, very long story short, Lady Stick had group activities at work, and they broke it. So they had to put something up there. And she wanted to, the chair that she was dragging with her was the chair, like when I had my C-section with my baby, they got the little hole at the little, it looked like a little toilet chair. It was one of those. I said, girl, I'm not doing your hair in no toilet chair. I'm not doing your hair. No, I can't do your hair in no toilet chair. Wait, what are you talking about, baby? I got places to be. I gotta work. You gotta work. How? Lady Stick, what are you talking about? How? Because I just like I got money to make, baby. I gotta get my hair done. I said, I love you, but I'm not doing your hair in that chair, because if I turn you and something fall out, no. Because mind you, she was just saying, like, I finally got it under wraps, because now, I'm good with it detaching. Like, look, I'm going to burn this whole building. I ain't say this because I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but I'm like, I will burn this whole building down if some boo-boo get on my shoe. What are you talking about? Baby girl, if you don't, go ahead and get no. You should have told them to be gentle. No, I'm not. No. So she was mad. She got a world of review, and then couldn't find another hairstylist. Probably like 6 months later, called me back and told me that she deleted the review and took it down while I do her hair, and I told her no. And that was, oh, was that one too much? Was that one too much? Was that too much? Sorry, guys. Is that enough for you guys for story time for the day? Are we done? Is that too much? Sorry. Or do you want one more? It's so many, but I just can't pull nothing right up out of my head right now. Oh, yes, I do. I actually do have one more. If y'all want to hear one more. Okay, one more. So this one, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all the story like she told me, and then y'all make up your mind y'all leave it in the comments like what this. Okay, let's just So she was a client that was recommended to me from a nail tech that was down the hallway, and the nail tech was in a lot of trouble after this. Oh, okay. I'm glad that comment was hidden. That was random. Don't call her. Who works like just okay. So the lady comes in, she's like my mom's age. My mom's like 55. And so when she walks in, she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. And I'm like, oh, dang. So she goes over at the chair, and she was like, oh, I'm just so glad we finally met. Like, because Johnny's he's been waiting to hug you. And I was like, who? Who been waiting to hug me? Johnny. Can he get a hug? And I was like, huh? Johnny, I don't think she wants a hug. Mind you, there's nobody else in the room, dog. I'm like, bro, if you don't go home with this bullshit, dog, it's too early in the morning for this. It was like 8 o'clock. And I was like, okay, yeah, Johnny, I don't want no hugs, Johnny. So she goes to the shampoo bowl and she sits back. She was like, I knew we were kindred spirits when I saw your face because you're so enlightened. And Johnny is the alien that landed in my backyard. I'm so in love with him. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. She's like, and I know you believe in aliens. I said, well, I don't believe that, God made all of, these planets and there's nobody on there, but yeah, she's like, yeah, I just, oh God. Okay. So I just took it back to the shampoo bowl. So we go to the shampoo bowl. To my chair. Sorry, y'all. So once we get, I'm looking for my chopstick. So once we get to my chair, we talk about it even more. She's like, oh my God, I have to show you the spaceship. So we're going story short, she gets to going on her phone and she shows me his spaceship. When the spaceship landed, it was a cloud. I'm not saying that aliens aren't real, but it wasn't one in the photograph. It was a cloud. And then she said it was something that fell on the floor. I didn't see anything on the ground, but whatever. Maybe my glasses. Okay. So anywho, she keeps talking and it's this guy walking past and he looked younger than me. And so he walks past and he's like, oh, babe, I'm right here. And I was like, oh, okay. This nasty time that cougar dude throwing them cougar snacks. Okay, you throwing them cougar snacks around, okay? So she begins to talk. She's like, yeah, oh, I love him so much, but our relationship is really complicated. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, me and his mother have been best friends since we were children. I was like, oh, okay. So I made a very long story short. What had happened was, because if I tell you the way she told me, it's going to take a long time. So I'm just saying and I don't condone anything that I'm about to say. But what had happened was she had a best friend. And her best friend was married. And her best friend married somebody that they both met when they was little. Okay. And so she had sex with her best friend's husband and got pregnant. Okay. And then she had the baby. So her best friend and her best friend's husband, they had broke up for a minute, but then they had got back together and stuff. And then once they got back together, he had broke up with her. So she was by herself and stuff. And then she was messing with other people, but it didn't work out. So then they had a baby, her best friend and her best friend's husband that she slept with and had a baby by. Remember I said they had a baby, they had a son. Well, her son got grown. And the dude that came in the room that was like, hey, baby, I'm right here, that was her best friend's son. So she slept with her best friend's husband and had a baby by her best friend's husband. And then they broke up, and then she married her best friend's son. Yeah. And she is godmama too. And yeah. And I ended up finding out that her best friend is one of my clients that I had for some years. And so yeah, so that's enough story time for tonight. I think. Do you see why I don't do hair anymore right now? Do you see? Yeah, mind you, I would get like 7 or 8 of these stories in one day. Y'all only got 3. Hey, saying sorry, I'm like, oh, is she taking care of the family? Oh! Y'all have no idea. I had clients who used to go to Dubai to have relations with things that aren't human for money and children. And yeah. Vegas is a very special place Well, if they ain't got us some light, the world turns into a mess. There's too much, girl. Was that supposed to make sense? Not to me. I don't fucking know. Like I've been in the Piggly Wiggly looking for a girl. I don't know. Girl, I don't know, girl. But yeah. So that was the challenging part of my job, because in the midst of hearing that, I could never let it stay at a negative place. And I had to know how to change the subject completely if somebody else walked in. So it wouldn't just be my energy getting disrupted. And I have to be honest, I didn't know how to control it at first. I didn't know how to keep people from pouring all of that garbage on me. Because naturally, when you go to get your hair done, you be like, "Oh, girl, let me tell you, girl." But I'm gonna be real. Don't get mad at me if any of my clients are in here right now. But like, if you ever walked into my studio and you heard me saying this, I was not listening. What? Shut up. That is crazy. Hell no. What? I was not listening. But then I had to tune in sometimes, because one time I got caught up and she was like, "So what you think about that?" And I was like, "Oh shit. I heard nothing she said." But then one thing saved me, and hairstylists that, gotta tune out because people telling you too much stuff. You just be like, "You know what? That's what I'm gonna tell you. You gotta do what's best for you. Because if I tell you what's best for me, you ain't gonna think for you. Don't worry about what I think. You gotta do what's best for you. What do your heart say?" And she'll be like, "You know what, Sarah? I love you. Because you will never judge me. And you always know what I'm saying, girl." Girl, I'm trying to stay alive, girl. I'm just trying to stay alive. What do you mean I'm struggling? I just didn't want to. I just don't. It was hard to get out. It was hard for y'all to take in. Look, mind y'all, I'm giving y'all the PG version. Like, they would tell me everything. Like, "Oh, how was your anniversary? Oh, me and my husband. Oh, we pegged for the first time." I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" And then their husband come pick them up. I'm like, "Why would you tell me that?" And then he comes up here. And I know you've been doing booty stuff. Don't tell me. I'm wrong for what? Okay, so do y'all have any more questions? I don't think I can think of any more stories right now. They was. Do y'all know what pegging is? Just give me a 1 if you know what pegging is. If you don't know, you will not find out from me tonight, because I am not, no, it's a booty hole. It's not supposed, no. Okay, 1 if you know what it is. Okay, y'all know. Dr. Nuts, you, Dr. Nuts, don't nobody be touching your nuts. That's why you naming yourself Dr. Nuts. And I'm not about to play with you. You up in here talking about sex. You ain't had no, y'all stop commenting for a minute so I can get him out of here. Dr. Nuts, get your little ass out of here. Dr. Nuts. Get your little nuts out of here. Get your little nuts. Y'all, stop being nasty. Yes, that is what it is. Okay, we know what pegging is now. It's a booty hole with the man. Stop. That's nasty. Seen any good movies lately? I've been working so much. I wish. Should I tell you about the giant spider in my pillow? No, Ian. No. I need you to get a new pillow. But don't tell me. Little nuts. Yeah, little nuts. No, I'm not telling you what pegging is when women get their husband's attention in their booty hole. Or not their husbands, but it's when a man get bent over. That's by a woman. How do I grow my girls' hair safely? They are 1 and 2 years old. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. They're 1 and 2 years old. Leave it alone. There's nothing to do with their hair right now. At this age, their hair does not even know that it's hair. It's not, I mean, it knows it's hair, but there's no curl pattern yet. Just leave it alone. At 1 and 2, their hair don't need to do nothing but sit on his head and be. What did I do? Little Nuts, why are you back in here? Little Nuts. High user on the channel. Little Nuts. Who let Little Nuts back in here? Y'all better, I need some moderators. Because I'm sick of Little Nuts. Did I tell you before it was my false lash? And I worked with my husband. Wait, y'all, did y'all catch that? Answer? She had an eyelash in her pillow, and she thought it was a spider, and she beat the shit out of the eyelash because she thought it was a spider. I ain't never doing that ever. Listen, this all I'm gonna say, and then I won't talk about it anymore because it makes me very uncomfortable. There's no way I can respect my husband after I have him in that position. You're not that my husband yells at me or anything, but you're not gonna say manly things to me after I have you bent over. It's just not gonna happen. You're no longer the alpha in the house. Now I am. Now we're both alphas, sir. Because you ain't talking like this while you bent over by me. So it's just not my thing. I'm not judging anyone. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes your rockets pop, then by golly, you have at it. But that's some freaking shit that I don't want to be a part of. You just asked your boo if you could peg him. Did he punch you in the face? Well, not punch. No, I didn't mean to say that. I hope he won't punch you in the face. But my husband would probably be like, my husband would hit me. But I think he may think about it that day. When I use curls, I'm processing my natural hair instantly fades. Oil and water seem to be the best for me. Well, if that works best for you, then go ahead. Wait, Jeff. What you say, girl? I did that shit too. It scared the shit out of me. Oh, a big meat. Girl, you talk about the lash, girl. I thought you were saying that you paid. I was going to say, girl, don't tell us about it. Please don't say nothing. Okay. Ooh, let's talk about something else. I know, right? Men do just like we do. That's so nasty. It's a booty hole. Let's talk about something else. Wait. Mind your business. You said he at work and he waved. Girl, you are stupid. He about to be like, what type of well, I mean, you never know. He may be like, I mean, the male G spot is in there. Well, he can touch it. It's a booty hole. I don't want to be in. That's nasty. No. He can touch his spot. Hey, look, you're supposed to love yourself. That's a part of you loving yourself. You hear me, Sugarfoot? If that's something you want and that's something you need touched, then you better touch yourself. I'm not doing that. That's some bullshit. Okay. That is some bullshit. Do what you feel and feel what you do. But if the begging is a dream of me, it ain't gonna come true because that's some nasty shit. Plus, my husband, if I even like go near touching his butt, he'd be like, "No, this is just not funny. I am not a girl. Like, don't touch my ass, man. Shit ain't funny, though." It's all groovy. What's groovy? No backyard barbecue for us. Go ahead with the prostate exam then. Listen, let him get it. Yeah, let him get it. No, thanks. I'm good, player. I'm good, sugar. Look, I'm okay. Listen, because you can like what you like, but if you like that, don't like me. Don't like me if you like that. I don't have a problem. Do what you want and want what you do, okay? I have no problem with gay people whatsoever. I have no problem with any homosexuality activity in any way, shape, or form. I think women are beautiful. Hello. But um uh uh it's just certain things that I don't want my man to like. It's just certain things that I don't want him to like. And I'm okay if you like them, but just don't like me if that's what you like. Because we can't both like to be bent over. That's not going to work for me. I heard of business go front party in the bed. Ah! Teach his own, but don't want a man that way. Yeah. Wait. So what the woman say? Who's your mama? Oh no! People are people and desire what they do. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's a problem. Like some people like freaky stuff. I'm a Cancer, so if y'all, girl, look, I don't got nothing to say about being freaky, okay? I'm just not that freaky. Or just not that. My hubby is like that too. I can barely rub on his butt. Yeah, it's not really something that I'm attracted to with dudes either. Like when women be watching football, like, oh, his butt look nice, and I'm just like, there's nothing attractive about a man's butt to me. Like I just don't. That's not my thing. Like shoulders, stuff like that. Like yeah, but just like what do you like? How it's just not my thing. Yes, cancers are freaks. I like to grab or put respect, but miles would allow it. I counseled a guy on that. He tried it and liked it. Yeah, okay. So that's my only thing. Like, what if we do it and you like that more than you like the regular stuff? Are you gonna want me to be hokey pokey all the time? And for me, like if the shoe was on the other foot and I was a man, like if I was a dude and I tried that one time like that, eventually I would want to see what the thing that is actually molded out of is. I just can't see, and my mind, I'm not saying that that's how it goes, but my mind, that's where it would go. So that's why I just can't. Let's talk about something else, because I did talk about booty hole. No, that's no. Okay, so apparently all of you are freaks. All of you are really nasty because out of all the things that I said today in the story, the part that you guys are stuck on is the booty hole. And we still talking about booty holes. It's a booty hole. Like Tiffany Haddish said, could we stop talking about that? Let's talk about something else. Or y'all got more questions? 3 more stories. Okay, like I said, if you know anything about horoscopes, mind your business. Already stated, I'm freaky too, Cancer gang. Okay, so I have nothing to say. There are not. What's my favorite movie so far this year? Oh my god, Maleficent. No, that was a lie. Black Panther, was Black Panther this year? I don't know. What is my favorite movie this year? I have so many. I don't know. My last favorite though was Maleficent because I recently discovered that I'm a feminist. And I mean, not that I just became a feminist, but I learned what a feminist was. I'm like, holy shit, I'm a feminist. Because I literally, anything that makes women look low, like literally pisses me off. Like I refuse to watch it. Okay, Jeffy Holly, I'm about to block you. Talk about you got drugs in your booty hole. What is going on? Y'all some y'all are nasty. Your favorite TV series? Da 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 da. I don't really have a favorite TV series right now because I don't watch. I know I'm about to sound boring, but I don't really watch TV. I work so much, but I love my job, so I'm not like, oh, I work so much, I'm miserable. But TV isn't like something that I like. I don't. Queen of the Slim. I don't want to answer that because was just because I'm scared. Jumanji was not good. I love Jumanji. I love Kevin Hart and what's his name? Oh, I'm sorry for saying that because it's so fun. The Rock. I love that chemistry together. Like that's like. That's what Tiffany had to say in the movie. Oh, that's what she said. I was about to say, girl, you scared me. Yeah. So if you guys don't have any more questions for me, then we can close up here. We're gonna do this every Friday. We're gonna kick back and have a live and like get snacks and stuff. So make sure you're like sharing it and stuff. But do you guys have any more questions for me before we sign off? Because I don't want to make anybody feel like I'm ignoring them or anything like that. But I don't want us to be on here for 2 hours. And we're pushing up on the 2-hour mark. But I want to make sure that everybody is taken care of. And that everybody feels addressed. And we're not talking about nasty stuff next time. I got to make sure I get my stories together because it's going to be really hard for me not to bring up something like that because I've been doing hair in Vegas for 12 years and about 35% of my clientele, probably about 40% of my clientele were ladies of the night, either prostitutes or either escorts or dancers or both. So I have quite a few stories. You love these Friday songs? Yay. How would you gain your clientele back after you have been gone? You have to start over from scratch, baby. It depends on how long you've been gone. Because once again, I'm gonna just be really, really real and really realistic with you. And I use metaphors because I'm a very visual person and I picture things in my mind. So I like to paint pictures for you. So if you have a client that gets her hair done every 2 weeks and you do her hair for 4 years or for 2 years or for a year, and for a year, every 2 weeks, she gets her hair done and she has a job, she has a life. Do you think that because you had a baby, she's gonna now not get her hair done for 6 months, 3 months, or however long you off. No. What she's going to do when you tell her that you're not doing hair anymore, she's going to find another hairstylist. And you have to be really, really, really intentional about the energy that you attract to yourself, because understand that by you stopping doing hair, you made a decision that for now that was going to go on pause and you was going to come back to it. So when you came back to it, there was somebody else who was grinding. And somehow, some way, they got the client that you walked away from when you had to go live your life, which is fine. But you have to rebuild now. So, yeah, there's no shortcuts. That's why I said at the beginning, if you get into the hair industry, you have to make sure that it's something that you know that you know that you know that you want to do. Because I have been stuck in Vegas for 12 years. I could not move out of Las Vegas until my business got to a place where no matter where I went, people know where I am, who I am. So I'm not saying this in a cocky way, but it doesn't matter where I move. If I want to do hair wherever I move, I can do that, because I have built my brand to a place where wherever I go, I don't have to start all over from scratch, because I have a funnel. I have a 6-figure funnel. I have 10,000 people on my email list, and only about 5% of them are even in Las Vegas, which means that I can go anywhere. Okay, so what I'm saying all of that to say this: you have to start building a personal brand, because in the past, the way that we run the hair industry is like, okay, word of mouth, you pass out cards, but it's survival of the fittest. If you step away and you move from your chair, the chair's not going to stay vacant until you decide to come back. That's not how it works. When you get up, they move the blanket, they move all your stuff from the station, and they rent that shit out to somebody else. And then when you come back, you have to rebuild and start all over from scratch, or pick up where you left off. Like when I had my daughter, and people, that's why when people are like, oh, I see you so intense, it's because y'all have no idea what this shit takes. No clue. Like I said, I got married when I was 20. I had my first baby when I was 21. Y'all know how long I was off work after I had my baby. Mind you, I had a C-section. You okay with me, baby? You just can't get in the camera. But come say hi real quick. Just real quick. I was just talking about you. They can't see you. Hi. Say hi. Mommy, 10 more minutes, I promise. Go play, sugar. I want to see. Okay. Just go over there because you can't be on camera. But I remember that, like, once I had her, because this was baby number 1. Once I had her, mind you, I had a C-section. If any of my clients are on here, they would tell you, but most likely they're not, because they. Anyway, I remember it wasn't even 2 weeks, and I was picking up my phone. This was before Instagram. This was before like Facebook, baby over there. Remember, this was before all of that stuff. All I had was a phone. And I had all my clients' numbers in the phone, and I sent out a mass text message to all of my clients and was like, hey, I'm doing hair again. But mind you, I had moved out of the studio because I had a baby. So I was in my house, in my living room, and I had just had a baby. I still had a C-section scar. Yeah, because there's no sitting down. And then I had another baby the next year, the following year. And my son, my water broke early with him. With my son, I was due April 26th, and my water broke January 2nd. And I was able to keep him inside of my body until January 15th in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And when my water broke, remember, it was super early, and I was at salon. My clientele wasn't even 15% full, but I was paying $285 a week. No, I am lying. I had a double. Because that's a whole nother story. I was trying to look, if I get to you make it, all that stuff. I was so stupid. But I had a larger double, and I was paying $360 a week. And my clientele wasn't even 50% full. And I remember was walking down the hall and I fainted. And I remember like getting up, like, oh, maybe I'm just not eating enough or something. And then there was a couple days later, I told y'all that story already, when my water broke. And I remember having to go to the hospital and they put me on bed rest. And I'm like, wait, no, because when you stand behind the chair and do hair, there's no medical leave, there's no 401k, there's no paternity leave, like none of that. No, Sugarfoot, no. They don't give a damn that you about to have a baby. You get hit by a car, they like, you got boo for it though? So I'm in the hospital directly across the street from the studio, and they calling me like, you got booth rent. And mind you, I was barely able to pay that $360 booth rent as it was, yet alone my water just broke and I can't go to work. So my husband's trying to, work something out. They like, dog, you don't got to pay, but she got to move her stuff out. So I'm in the hospital fighting for my son's life. My husband and my father are across the street moving all of my shit out the studio. Yeah. And then right after I had my son, so I got a 1-year-old baby at home. My son was in NICU for 4 months. I was back working 3 weeks after I had the baby. That's how it go. My clients wasn't going to wait a month for me to heal up. I didn't want to start over. I had worked too hard. That's what this industry is about. That's why when people are like, oh, you're mad, or oh, hairstylist this, or hairstylist seem angry, y'all have no idea what we go through. Y'all have no idea. And most people could not walk in a hairstylist's shoes. It's the honest to God truth. Like, most can't. Most couldn't. But anywho, that was the path that we had to take. Could it have been, and mind you, it wasn't the type of situation where, I had to work because my husband wasn't working. My husband was the one paying my booth rent. Remember, I wasn't making any money. My husband had to help me pay my booth rent to break even most of the time. So I was taking money from the house and not bringing any money in. That's how it goes. It wasn't until I was in the industry for like 5 years that shit took off for me. Like 5, 6 years that shit took off for me. So, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, at the capacity that it is, like, people, y'all just have no idea what this hair industry is like. Like, it's our job. Beauty is our job. So it's our job to make this industry look beautiful. And there are a lot of things about it that are beautiful, absolutely. But I'm telling you this story to let you know the truth behind it, because nobody told me that. So I walked into the industry like this. Woo! I'm just gonna do hair and stuff, and they're gonna be so pretty. Ooh, but that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes, baby. But I wasn't telling that story like, oh my God, my life is so hard. No. Opposition is like, it's nothing. It's not a big deal. Would you ever ask a client to loan you money and supposedly have another form of... Wait, what? Would you ever ask a client to loan you money and you supposedly have other forms of income? What? No. But if somebody did that to you, then obviously their life was in a position where they were really desperate, because nobody wants to beg anybody for anything. So before you bring that up, or before you cast judgment on that person, you need to try to have some intense empathy for them and hope that you're never in that position to have to ask somebody for something like that. Because I would never judge. I've never had to do that before, but you have no idea. For example, when people nickel and dime a hairstylist, and we're gonna end here because I don't want us to be on here longer than 2 hours. When people try to nickel and dime a hairstylist, understand what's happening. Because when you say like, oh, a hairstylist asked somebody for money, remember I said my clientele wasn't even 50% full, and my booth rent was $360 a week. I'm gonna add it up for you real quick. Almost done, baby. So 360 times 4, that's $14.40 a month. Just for the room that your hairstylist is working in. Okay, and then let's say, because Sola's smallest room is $280 a week. So if you have a hairstylist that works at Sola for the smallest room, she pays this much a month. Most people don't even pay this for their rent at home. Okay, the last studio that I was at, because we are still trying to decide whether or not we want to buy this house. They really, really want us to buy it, but I don't know, because I don't know if I want to be here. Just because we moving out of Vegas doesn't mean we can't buy the house, but I don't know. I still have time to decide. But maybe. So my booth rent from my last place was $400 a week. That's $1,600 a month. $400 a week is how much I was paying for my old room. Okay. And then my rent here, $1,850. So $1,850 plus $1,600. That's my rent for where I live and the studio that I work in every month. So yes, when your hairstylist gets stood up, she's pissed. Yeah. Okay, and let's go a lower booth rent. Let's say $150. Because $150 is like, Actually, no, Phoenix is the lowest studios that I've heard of, and theirs is $180. So $180 times 4. That's $720 a month for their studio, and that's the smallest. That like is the most basic studio that I've seen, and like the nicest. And actually, no, they're $190. I'm tripping. Yeah, but it's still $760 a month. Some people don't even pay that for rent at home. So a hairstylist, if she paying, let's say this is her job. Okay, this is her job, and the smallest studio is $760 a month, and she still has rent. So that's $760, and then let's say like standard rent is like $1,100. That's $1,800 a month. So if she get just, let's say she do weaves, let's say her weaves $200 a pop, right? Let's say her weaves are $200 a pop. So, and let's say she get 4 cancellations. So that $1,860, right, that she need for rent. And just 4 people, only 4 in the month standing her up. Now, all of that money that she needed for her booth rent for that month is gone. It's gone. Yes, that's how it works. That's why your stylist is mad when you stand her up. That's why your hairstylist is upset when you don't show up for your appointment. That's why she's upset when you don't have the money. That's why her prices are the way that they are. Because if only 4 people, like I said, if her weaves are $200, which I feel like is a standard price for a full sew-in with a lace closure, which is actually low. But let's just say they 200. 200 times 4 is $800. If only 4 weaves stands her up, she loses out on the rent that she accumulated or what she had planned to pay her booth rent for that month. She don't got it now. And now she got to figure out how she gonna replace it. Like, oh my God, like I got to figure out like what do I do? Do I go on social media? Do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do that? That is why hairstylists make you pay deposit. That is why. We don't just, it's not like that salon owner is just like, oh, you're so nice, come do hair here. No. Most hairstylists pay more for the room that they do your hair in than you pay for rent at your house. The rent at my last studio was $400 a week, you guys. Yes. So hell yeah, I was mad on social media if I make a post. Yes, I was mad on social media if I make a post and if I made a post and like it was because somebody stood me up or they wasn't there for their appointment. Yes, a hairstylist is mad when you don't stand them up because only 4 weaves can take away all my booth rent for the entire month. So if only 4 weaves takes away $800 for me, that means that all while I'm going to work that month, I make no profit. Keep in mind, that don't count the supplies that she got to buy. That don't count shampoo, towels. We have to pay to wash our towels and to dry them. So that doesn't count any of that stuff. If only 4 people stand you up in a month, that is your booth rent. Think about that. The next time you don't go to your appointment, the next time that you cancel your appointment like a couple of minutes before, like, please think about that. I'm not trying to make y'all feel bad, but I don't think y'all understand the reality of the hair industry. Yes. Rusty Ann, you better treat her good. A union wouldn't really work, right? Would it? I mean, yeah, but no, because of social media. Social media has made it so in certain states, they're trying to get away with the fact that you even have to have a license in general to be a hairstylist. So, no, they're not going to do that. They're trying to do away with licensing altogether. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm about to step out of this industry and be a solution. Yeah, but all right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna sign off of here because I have to get into mommy duty. It's still early. I told them I would be off by 7. So I really hope that oh okay. So it's not gonna focus. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off of here for the night. This was a pretty long live, so if you are watching this on replay, let me know what you got out of this. Even if you're watching it on replay, I know a lot of you do go ahead and watch it all the way through because I can see on the analytics and stuff. So make sure you're leaving comments as you're watching on replay. And even if you're in here right now, go to the comments once this live ends and let me know what you want our topic to be for our next live. So next live it'll be playing. This one we was just free flow and chilling. Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night, sugar. Bye. Baby, you gonna say good night?